Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. We are just a little bit over a month away from the next Disney Star Wars failure, Skeleton Crew. Now, we've seen the trailer, we've gone over it, and let's be upfront and honest. Skeleton Crew, it's not going to be a disaster level experience like The Acolyte or like any other of the previous Disney Star Wars shit, which is actively effing with real Star Wars lore. What we have coming up here is a little show made for children, but is actually made for the adult children who are the stands, the childish adults, as I like to call them. That's who this is made for. It is going to be silly, dumb, and stupid, probably cheesy and lame, and we're probably going to spend our time making fun of it a lot when I get to the reviews. But we have to understand one thing. Reviewing is not a crime. Reviewing is active and, when done right, constructive criticism. That means everything that is happening in the show is on the table, from the story, the characters, the special effects, the production value. All of it is on the table. And that includes, as I said, characters and those who portray them. The actors and actresses, no matter what their age, are up for criticism. It's normal to say, so-and-so did a bad job. And it usually stops there. Well, maybe a little bit more. Well, they were flat. They couldn't emote. They weren't interesting. They didn't deliver any proper emphasis on this or that, whatever. But that's how it works. You critique something. You're allowed to do that. At least we were until now. Skeleton Crew, the propaganda for Skeleton Crew seems to be a little different, because right now, usually when we're getting ready for a Disney Star Wars show, it's, oh no, all the toxic, racist nerds are going to be angry that people of color, especially women, they're going to be angry about it. They're ready to hate on it before they even see it. Usually, that's the usual propaganda we get before a Disney Star Wars show. But we don't really have that going into this because it's made for kids. So what do you think it is? I've been talking about this a little bit here and there in the months leading up to the show, but now it's about to kick up a notch because myself and others who actively troll Disney Star Wars are predicting this is going to happen. We jump now to this. What we have here is Lucas Star Wars Girl. She is an active Disney Star Wars stan troller just like me, a bit more. Obviously, she has a bigger following, this and that. She gets a lot more traction than I do on X Twitter, but she actively goes after these idiots and makes their lives miserable just like I do. I don't know if she plays the game the way I do, where she wants to get the blocks so I never have to see them again, but she goes after them, and she's on their hit list. We know this. But she posted this the other day. Let's call this shit out early. The kids don't need protecting. Having children in the cast shouldn't stop valid criticism of the story, writing, and characters. And she has talked about the fact that for months now, ever since The Acolyte got canceled, the stands have been saying, we need to protect the kids now. We need to stop these toxic people, these people from hurting these children. And you can see, she did a little screen cap montage here of some of the best ones. We've got, remember, M, the wannabe thought who doesn't suck enough D to get attention. Lucasfilm, please protect these children when the show comes out. And then we have Kyle Katarn, who blocked me years ago, so I don't see him at all. Protect these kids. Yeah, let's protect them from you. How about that? And then I don't know who this guy is. I haven't seen him. These kids are amazing and perfect. We need to protect them. I can't wait for Skeleton Crew. It's going to be perfect. That is the perfect example of what I call the childish adult. First of all, why are you calling these kids amazing and perfect? I haven't seen them perform yet. You definitely haven't seen them perform yet. We've seen a trailer. The fact that you're calling them amazing and perfect, little sus. Somebody alert his local authorities to keep him away from schools. At the same time, how do you know that Skeleton Crew is going to be perfect? It already looks like trash in the trailer. Remember Suburbia Star Wars in the trailer? Either way, here she put this out, and of course, she's going to get pushback. I got a couple examples of those who haven't blocked me yet. One of my current favorites, good old Brooks. Let's call this shit out early. The kids don't need you attacking them. They are children. You aren't entitled to harassing them because you don't like a show. Take your qualms with the directors and writers, but leave them the F alone. Hope this helps. Hi. I can't do it because I'm not gay. This is retarded. First of all, well, I don't need to go back because it's right there. She didn't attack kids. She just said kids don't need protecting from valid criticism if they are bad little actors and actresses. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if their characters suck. If their fictional characters suck. But then again, morons like this, they can't separate fiction from reality. They think that because you're criticizing a fictional character, you're harassing the real life person. And then this is one of my favorites. I wish this idiot would block me. Somebody who pretends to be HK47. Frankly, it's an insult. Correction. Let's call this shit out all early. Oh, you notice. Oh, look, they did the same thing. Let's look. Oh, it's as though the email went out in their little circles that we all know they're a part of. This one here, HK47 and Brooks, they were a part of the mob that tried to cancel everybody over the when they tried to cancel Gary, when they tried to cancel Geeks and Gamers, when they went after Theory. These are the same people who all instantly post shit. They're all the same ones. When that little thing went out about the Acolyte last month, they were all part of this. They all said the same thing. They are all connected. They have their own little room, their own little discords, whatever you want to call it these days. They have their own places where they immediately congregate and get their marching orders. Look, you don't do this the same way unless you've been told to do it the same way. You are absolutely free to have valid criticisms of the show, the writing, and characters, but the absolute millisecond you take your disappointment out on the child actor, a.k.a. Jake Lloyd, you're a piece of shit. Wow, here we go again. First of all, no one's attacking the child actors. It will be a criticism of their performance and their characters. And second, you know you're dealing with a fake propaganda-pushing fan when they bring up Jake Lloyd. Remember Jake Lloyd, who played young Anakin in Phantom Menace. He had a bad time of it. You know why? Not because fans harassed him, but the media harassed him and Ahmed Best and all that kind of stuff. It was the media. Fans didn't do it. I was there. The internet was still kind of really becoming what it is today. Back then, nobody cared about Jake Lloyd as Anakin. We didn't care. Nobody talked about Jake Lloyd as Anakin. I can tell you the truth. Nobody gave a damn. It was the media that made a thing that drove him to what it is. Now, Jake Lloyd obviously had other issues built into it, but the media making a big deal out of him and focusing on him, that didn't help. And we're happy that he is as healthy as he can be these days. But these people, they always want to push out the fake propaganda bullshit. And this is what we have right now. This is the propaganda going into Skeleton Crew. Protect the children. We are white knights. No, you're childish adults, weirdos, especially weirdos going, these kids are amazing and perfect. You are weirdos. You are strange. You are odd. You are obsessing over something that not even real nerds obsess over. Nobody's given this Ortolan character the weird treatment that you are. I got blocked by a weirdo a week or so ago because I made fun of them making a GIF where they had a cursor caressing this kid, this juvenile Ortolan's head. And I called them out on it, and they blocked me because they're the weirdos. But no, we're the bad ones because we're going to actively and passionately say why a show sucks. And if it just happens to suck because the child actors are not good in their roles, that's just a fact of life that they can't deal with. But they're trying to make it that we're going to be the villains. And that's why we're going to hate the show. And that's why the show is going to be bad. And that's why it's going to fail. They're prepping the way. That's all this is. And the show is already going to suck because they're pandering. Disney panders to these little fake fans all the damn time, and then they try to pull out some obscure thing to try and pretend they give a shit so that then the fake fans can say, oh my God, I remember this. Perfect example. They're bringing back the weirdo little speedster creature from the second Ewok movie, okay? I remember this shit when I was a kid. Now, when I was a little kid, I thought this movie was the greatest thing in the world because when you are like 6, 7 years old, and there is no extra Star Wars content for you, you're not really reading the comics, you don't know they exist really unless your parents give them to you, and you're just playing with the toys, all you have is the movies, and suddenly they give you the Ewok movies, and you think, wow, more Star Wars, it's great. This little speedster thing, nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit that you're reintroducing it in Skeleton Crew, that they're going to go to Endor. Nobody cares. But fake fans are going to go, oh my God, I know that. This show is going to suck for these reasons exactly. It's not going to be a lore disaster. It's just going to be stupid and annoying. And I'm going to point it out. We'll be here December 3rd or December 4th, depending on whether or not it's a evening release or whatever. You know what I mean? We'll be here. I'm going to review it. I'm going to rip it apart likely. Going to laugh, point and laugh. A lot of pointing and laughing most likely. And you know what? If the kids aren't good actors, if their characters suck, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Because you know what? I'm allowed to. It's called a review. And if the weirdos like this twink and this moron can't handle it, boo effing who? Because I'm not making videos to please them. I'm making videos to tell you the truth, the facts, and the logic, which I know you appreciate. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, or hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about Fake Fan Stan and SJW Fifis. Thank you again for watching. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.